Okay, folks, let's discuss one of my favorite subjects, and that is the American quilt. My wife and I have accumulated a fairly large quilt collection over the years, and I use those as well as inspiration, and sometimes the subjects that I use come directly from our quilt collection. Here's one of them right here. This pattern right here is called a Dresden plate. This is a very old quilt, and it comes out of our collection, and of course it's got one of my favorite colors, purple. I always use purple on something. But now oftentimes what I'll do to, I think, add a little bit of interest, not always, but I will pick out a quilt pattern that is relevant to the subject that I'm sculpting or subjects that I'm designing. I'll give you an example. This piece right here is of course, a mother and child angel, and obviously that the idea is the emotional connection and the passion between, a mother and the infant. So this pattern right here has several different names, but one name that it's known by is Hugs and Kisses, or Double Heart. So I thought that was a very appropriate pattern to be used on this particular piece. Now here's another example of a pattern that I use quite a bit. This is a Irish chain. Now in this configuration it's called a double chain. That's where you have a 9-block next to a 9-block next to a 9-block that has these corners as hard color and the center is hard color, and together it makes this crisscross pattern, and that's known as an Irish chain. And I like that pattern, so I use it quite a bit. But if ever I'm doing a piece that has to do with Ireland itself, I frequently use it as a background. I'll give you an example if you can see this. This is from our Santa's Around the World collection. This is an ornament that we've downsized off of the full-size figurine, and of course it's an Irish Santa. So once again we're using the Irish chain as the background, along with some Celtic knots and the harp and a few of the other icons that are generally thought of when you think of things Irish. Okay, some of the patterns that I really like to use is the various forms of the 8-pointed star. That is a pattern that can be done on a 9-patch, can be done on a 16-patch, depending on what style of star it is. There's Martha's star, there's the Ohio star. Here on the birdhouse here, this is an example of an Ohio star. As you can see, it goes from corner to corner and forms a square on the inside. So that's something I use quite a bit. There's Martha's star is similar. There's other stars that are like Grandmother's Best is one of the stars, and there's broken stars, there's star bursts, there's pinwheel stars. That's what this is. As you can see on the inside of the star, it is split diagonally and forms a pinwheel. So that's a pattern that is used quite a bit. Now on this piece here, this is one of the Williamsburg pieces, and I've used a Virginia star here. That's a variation on the 8-pointed star, where they cut across here and have these little chevron shapes, and that's what makes up that pattern.